Aboard most ships, even in a crisis, the command of all back full means the ship will go in the reverse direction. Aboard the Sea Tiger, it could mean several hundred directions.
Yeah. Chief, there must be an easier way to wake us up in the morning. Are you all right?
I'm okay.
I've been thrown out of my bed 3 times in one night. We ought to wear parachutes. We spend more time in the air than we do in our bunks.
That's enough. The griping lamp is out.
He's so grouchy before his 6 a.m. feeding.
Good morning, Julie.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Captain.
Lieutenant Colonel. Major Hayward. Oh, good morning, Sam.
Oh, morning, Skipper.
How you doing?
Fine. Just fine.
What's the problem with the engines?
Oh, no problem. Listen to him. Ain't that music?
Yeah, that's music, all right, Sam. What worries me are the parts that were up all night dancing.
Oh, nothing to worry about, Skipper. Everything's under control.
Well, I think you can use some help. Major Hayward really knows her engines. I'd like her to give you a hand.
Skipper, that's just about all I want to see of Major Hayward in my engine.
Sam, until you get some new equipment, I'm going to ask the Major to help you out.
But, Skipper, I can handle it myself. Why don't you trust me? I'm perfectly capable of standing on my own 2 feet.
There are some things that can never be learned. Chief Tostin never learned to accept help. I never learned to accept the fact that Chief Tostin never learned to accept help.
I can't work with that man. He won't let me help him. I'll tell you, Captain, there's going to be a big explosion in that engine room. We're going to blow a couple of gaskets, one on the compressor and one on me.
What happened?
He screamed, he yelled, he stomped, he raved.
And you sensed anger in all of this?
It might be easier to deal with the Chief if we had new parts.
New parts? We can't even get used parts.
Face it, Captain, we have been pursuing those parts all over the Pacific. We're not going to get them.
Why not? We deserve them. We have a good record.
We also have a pink submarine, makeshift equipment, and 5 Army nurses aboard. We don't fit the Navy's image of a fighting boat.
Thank you for that. We, Major, it's good to have you with us. And we are going to find those parts. Mr. Watson, where's the nearest supply base?
Let me see, sir. That would be Lanaroa Island.
Lanaroa. All right, set course for Lanaroa.
Sir, wouldn't it be much easier to return to Kusing?
Kusing, why?
Oh, well, they don't know us at Lanaroa, sir. That's great. That gives us a better shot at getting the parts we need.
When do we have to get this truck back to the motor pool?
Before they find out it's missing?
Harry Gill!
Matt Sherman.
What are you doing here?
I
can't believe it.
You old barnacled butt. What are you doing in this neck of the war?
Skipper, the Sea Tiger.
Sea Tiger. I never heard of it.
So far, so good.
What?
No.
Harry, I have a problem. I hope you can help me out.
Are you kidding? Anything for my old roomie. You name it, you've got it.
Thanks, Harry. Look, we need some new engine parts.
Yes, sir. I have an itemized list for you right
Yeah,
here.
let me see it. You have a requisition for these parts, right, Matt?
Well, Harry, I don't have any requisition forms. We used the last one, about a week ago.
Well, I'm sorry. I can't let you have any of these parts without a requisition.
I'll give you a requisition form. I'll fill it out.
How can I give you a requisition form without a requisition?
What happened to you want it, you got it?
Well, Matt, that was, well, for anything that didn't require a requisition. You know, Matt?
You have a requisition? He's a rat then, he's a rat now.
Matt, look, even if you had a requisition, there is no way that you could get any supplies for at least 24 hours. Everything in this entire warehouse is being held for Admiral Tostin's task force.
Excuse me, sir. Did you say Tostin? T-O-S-T-I-N?
Yes. He's got his flotilla anchored on the other side of the island. Do you know him?
We have a chief petty officer on board by the same name.
Is he from Milwaukee? That's a popular name in those parts. More popular than matches in these parts. I'll be right back.
Captain, we're going to need a miracle to get those engine parts.
Pardon me. I'm on Admiral Tostin's staff. I got a list of requisitions here that need to be filled.
Thank you.
Are you the supply officer?
At your service.
I'll take care of Gil.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
We need all that immediately.
Yes. I'll tell you. It looks like it's going to take us quite a little while to fill this out for you. Why don't you come back in a couple of hours?
Yes, sir.
Uncle, there's a Commander Gill in there. I want you to give him the top 2 sheets and tell him it's top priority.
But this belongs to... This isn't ours. We could get... Broom?
It's everything we need. Where do we get all this stuff?
Lieutenant Holden.
Then that means we gotta get out of port real quick, right?
Right, where's Sam?
I don't know. I haven't seen him for an hour.
I can't find Sam.
He got off the boat when we dropped anchor. He was talking to himself.
Well, that means Major Hayward's helping didn't help it.
That also means the local bar.
That means you'd better go look for
By
him.
all means.
Captain, Chief Tostin's been arrested.
What happened?
We passed this bar, sir, and he was tearing it apart.
Where is the bar?
It doesn't matter. It's not there anymore. He was really tearing it apart. They called the shore patrol.
Was there that much damage?
Well, you've heard of sidewalk cafes? This ended up a cafe on the sidewalk. They took him to jail.
We should leave him there and teach him a lesson, sir.
Mr. Watson, we have hot engine parts. If we don't get Tostin out of that brig and get this boat out of port quickly, well, I don't know the capacity of that brig, but we're going to be taxing it.
Well, you know what I think, sir. We've got to get Tostin out of the brig.
You certainly do, don't you, Mr. Holden?
Oh, indeed. Uncle, keep that ship-to-shore communication open with the admiral. I want to get right back to him.
Can I help you, sir?
Yes, I believe you can. We understand you have arrested a chief petty officer by the name of Tostin.
Tostin, yes. Yes, he was arrested for brawling and causing property damage to derelict Dan's bar.
I see. Well, could you fill me in on the details so that I could report them back to his brother, the admiral?
He's the Admiral's brother?
I admire your courage, Lieutenant. You are not at all intimidated by the fact that he is the admiral's favorite brother.
Favorite brother. See, listen, I had no idea. If I had, I certainly
You
wouldn't.
are an inspiration to all of us, Lieutenant Meadows. You are not about to sacrifice your principles, no matter how drastically the admiral's retaliation might affect your future.
Affect my future?
I am proud to serve in the same Navy with a man of your integrity. And as a man of integrity myself, you're a better man than I am, Lieutenant Meadows.
Say, Lieutenant.
Holden, Nicholas R.
Listen, I'd hate to cause the Admiral any undue embarrassment. Maybe if I could just release Chief Tostin into your custody.
Wouldn't that be bending the rules just a little bit?
Well, I think the Admiral's brother is certainly entitled to one teeny-weeny mistake.
Teeny-weeny?
Would you take him, please? He's right over there.
Surely.
You didn't have to come get me. I could have gotten myself out.
I'll consider that a thank you, sir.
Well, it's not that I don't appreciate what you've done for me, but I'm thoroughly capable of taking care of myself.
I know that, Sam. I just couldn't resist the challenge.
How did you spring me?
You're not going to believe me. I told them that you are Admiral Tostin's brother. They bought it.
I am.
You are what?
Admiral Tostin's brother.
I made that up.
Made what up?
That you are Admiral Tostin's brother.
I am.
You are what?
Yes.
But you can't be.
Okay, then I'm not.
But you are, aren't you?
Yes.
Well, why didn't you ever tell me?
Because I didn't want anyone to know. And you wouldn't have known if you hadn't made it up. I don't even talk to him. I'm going back to the force.
No, stay here. You're not indebted to him. I made you up. I made him up. I got you out.
Okay. But I want you to know that I could have gotten myself out.
That's right, Sam.
Anytime I wanted.
That's right, Sam. That's right.
And he walked right into the jail, sir, and told them he was an admiral's aide.
Doesn't sound at all like Lieutenant Holden.
I'm sorry, sir, but that's what he did. And we're going to have to take him in for aiding and abetting a jailbreak involving one of your chief petty officers.
Okay, Captain, we can shove off now. I got the...
Ah, Lieutenant Fredericks. It's good to see you. Maybe you can help. Shore Patrol here is looking for Lieutenant Holden and Chief Tostin.
Somebody looking for me?
Not you, Chief Mitchell. Talking about Chief Tostin.
Right. Holden and Tostin are probably stopped at a bar somewhere for a drink.
Well, there's only one bar on the island, and it's closed down for repairs.
Well, the way they drink, they're probably waiting.
It won't be open for at least a week.
They're very patient. Oh, good! Holden, Tostin, you're back.
But not for long. Nice try, Captain. But we're taking them to the brig. Okay, you're both under arrest. Let's go.
You're making a terrible mistake. He really is the Admiral's brother, and this time I'm not making it up.
He busted up my establishment so bad, there ain't nothing left but a pile of rubble. That's an improvement. You had the only bar in town where the customers threw themselves out. Well, I'll have you know I run a respectable place where my two daughters come in there each and every day, and they're right proud to.
You have a list of the damages?
I sure do, Your Honor. Right here, $768.75.
What's the 75 cents for? Your tip?
Now, this is out of our jurisdiction. It's a civil matter. Do you want to press charges?
I sure do.
Put Chief Tostin on the brig.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Sir, what about Lieutenant Holden?
Now, are you sure he was impersonating an admiral's aide?
Commander Billings, he was wearing a gold shoulder braid.
Hey, I was also wearing boxer shorts. Does that mean I was impersonating Joe Louis?
You can dispense with your whimsy, Holden. I don't know how you're involved in this caper, but I'm going to keep my hands on you till I find out. Take him away.
No, I can promise you this, sir. They won't flim-flam me again.
Oh, I certainly hope not, because if you don't keep him behind those bars, you might lose those bars.
Meadows, I gotta talk to you.
I thought I told you to lock him up.
This man has a problem, sir. You gotta send for Major Hayward of the Sea Tiger.
You're not allowed visitors.
No, she's not a visitor. She's a nurse. You see, I'm not a well man. Yeah, I gotta have my shot. See, before... It may be too late.
What kind of shot?
Don't get yourself emotionally involved. There's nothing you can do. The Major will know what to do if it's not too late. If not, Chaplain Rosenfeld is my favorite.
He's ready with you.
Thank you. Quick, Lieutenant Holden, roll up the sleeve.
You don't have to give me the shot.
He's watching.
You're enjoying this.
More than you know. Oh, it's a vitamin.
I don't care.
Excuse me. Would you get rid of this for me? Thank you. Okay, now why am I making jail calls?
I've got a blank sheet of paper.
See.
I gotta get Sam out of here. He could get 30 days if I can't talk Derelict Dan out of pressing charges.
Will this do?
If it's blank, it'll do. It's blank. Great. Fine. Sam, sign this right here, please.
I don't sign anything unless I've read it.
Well, okay, then read it first. If you agree with what it says, then sign it. Sign it the way you always do.
Just Tostin?
Right.
You're not trying to help me.
Oh, of course. I know better than that, Sam. Thank you. Okay, now just write in, I hereby request the immediate release of Lieutenant Holden.
Do you know what you're doing? Impersonating an aide is one thing, but forging the Admiral's signature is like asking for permanent brig duty.
Look, Sam signed Tostin. The Admiral will be in Meadows' mind.
I can't present this to Meadows. He saw us talking. He'll figure it out.
You're right. Who came with you?
The nurses and Hunkle drove us.
Perfect. Hunkle.
I'm sorry, Commander. You can't get aboard the ship without an authorization.
Oh, how do I get myself authorized?
Well, you'd have to see Lieutenant O'Donnell.
And we both know where Lieutenant O'Donnell is, don't we? Aboard the ship.
The ship. Whom did you want to see, sir?
Admiral Tostin.
Well, you're in luck, sir. He's not aboard the ship.
Where is he?
At the supply depot.
Thank you. And if you weren't authorized to tell me, don't worry. I won't talk.
You mean to tell me you accepted this as being authentic? All it says is Tostin. Now then, would an admiral sign a note with just his surname?
I'm sorry, sir. It'll never happen again.
Whatever he may be to you, Chief Tostin is my friend, advisor, and confessor. If you're going to keep him in the brig, you might as well scuttle my boat.
I'm sure he's going to resent my helping. He always does. He thinks if he accepts help from anyone, it's a sign of weakness.
Well, if you could just write a little note.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, I don't have any official letter with me.
Well, perhaps your signature on any piece of paper would do.
You do. Let me have a piece of paper, please.
Will this do, sir?
Well, at least it's blank on one side. You know, Commander, if you can get Sam Tostin to just once in his life admit that he needs some help, it may change the course of his whole life.
Thank you, sir. Could you just put a little PS on there, free Lieutenant Holden, too? Thank you, sir.
That'll do it.
Dan, how do you do? I'm Lieutenant Holden.
Oh, yeah, I remember you. You're the buddy of the bar wrecker.
Dan, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. Now, I think that you would understand better than anyone why Chief Tostin did what he did.
Why should I understand what he did?
Because you're a daddy, too. How many daughters do you have? 2, right? I think you mentioned 2 in the Shore Patrol office. Well, Chief Tostin has 2 daughters also. And it's because of these 2 dear little girls that he got so upset in your fine establishment.
What'd they do?
Dan, I think I better let them tell you that themselves. Excuse me. Let me lose, Sarah Jane.
Oh, thank you for seeing us, kind sir.
We want to apologize for what Daddy did to your place. But you see, he's a 24-year Navy man, and when he learned that we joined the Army, well, he just went berserk.
Truly berserk.
You shouldn't disappoint your daddy like that.
Oh, we know. We went to the jail and we offered to take his place, but, well, they just won't let him out.
There, little sister, calm down.
Well, I guess you learned your lesson. I'll go over and tell him not to press charges.
Mercy me, you've come down from heaven.
Oh, bless you, sir.
Oh, and we'll pay for whatever the true cost of the damages are.
Well, it wasn't nothing but about $11, and I got insurance.
Oh.
Oh, thank you. I thought you might have insurance.
I'm Lieutenant Commander Sherman of the Sea Tiger. There's a message for you.
The Sea Tiger?
Yeah.
And this time it's signed Admiral Tostin. You're improving.
There must be some mistake. I'm Lieutenant Commander Sherman of the Sea Tiger, and that's an important message for Admiral Tostin.
Well, of course it is. Of course it is. Did you think for a moment that just because it was written on the back of a cleaning slip from the Wing Wang Laundry would make me think otherwise?
The Admiral was in a hurry. I demand that you comply with the note.
Well, of course. Which side would you prefer? Release Lieutenant Holden and Chief Tostin, or no starch?
Lieutenant, you're trying my patience.
Commander, you're under arrest. Lock him up.
What?
Go. You with him?
Not anymore.
Brig, what are you doing here?
They arrested the captain.
Oh, no. I better get Nick.
Lieutenant, you release Chief Tostin? I ain't pressing charges.
You're sure?
I'm sure. Always love and obey your daddies.
Forever and a day. Bye.
Meadows, what is Captain Sherman doing in a cell?
Well, they tried to pull another fast one, sir, but don't worry. I outfoxed him this time.
Release Captain Sherman.
Sir?
Look, this note is signed Admiral Tostin. Now look, here is a memo signed by the Admiral. It would appear to me that even you can see that the 2 signatures match.
All right, hold it. Hold it. I can explain everything.
Please don't, Lieutenant, or we'll all be back in the brig.
Captain, all the civil charges have been dropped against Chief Tostin. Now, if you will just sign this release, we'll release him in your custody.
No, I don't think I should do that. Everyone in this room has tried one way or another to help the chief. I don't think he wants help. In fact, he even resists it. I think the chief looks on any help offered to him as a reflection on his ability to do the job. I don't think he's ever going to change. So let's get back to the boat.
Oh, you're going to leave him here?
Well, I think the chief would be happiest working his own way out of the brig. So long, Chief.
Oh, wait a minute, Skipper. You've got all that new equipment on board. And nobody can put it together but me. With a little help.
Did I do that right, Sam?
Super job, Edna. I don't know what I'd do without your help.
Oh, it's okay.
Now, when you get that one connected, help me move this one down here so we can hook it up.
Oh, good. That's good. Sam, it's been a real slice of life working with you today. But, I gotta sack out for a while, okay?
Sure.
Okay. Oh. Oh. Hi, guys.
Sure. Oh, Captain? Mr. Holden? I sure could use your help with this.
Where did we go wrong? Maybe we should have left him in the brig.